Hi everyone, my name is Sandra. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video because this is my new bullet journal setup for this summer. Technically, I want to say that this is my second bullet journal for the quarter, but I'm starting for May, and technically the second quarter would be in April. So I just wanted to showcase the first product here. You can see the little inset box. That is actually a handmade leather journal cover that my sister made for me 3 years ago for my birthday. And I just wanted to advertise a little bit here for her. She actually has a company called Dahl Leatherworks, and what it is a custom leather product company. She can make anything out of leather, and I know the world right now isn't big on leather, but it still is one of the most durable materials that you will find. And to have like a custom notebook cover that you can use again and again and again and just put in like a notebook. I'm using an actual soft cover notebook, so this is the Rhodia Rhodiarama notebook. And I picked this one this time because the pages are so beautiful. They're so wonderful to write on and so smooth and soft. And I decided to just go for it this time, and it fits perfectly in the journal cover. So I'm going to leave all of her information anyway linked down below, so be sure to check that out down in the description. And as you can see, I'm setting up my first few pages. So I just called it my bullet journal summer edition. And yes, this is bullet journal number 10, my friends. And yes, I do usually go through a bullet journal every 3 months or so. The last one I used was my Archer and Olive. Because I had gone down in the number of spreads I was creating, I actually got 4 months out of it. But I am in love with this, like the key page, because I just like the little floral design I added. And also, as for the products, again, everything will be listed down below, but I only used like 2 pens for this entire, okay, three pens for this entire setup. So I had my Zebra Mildliner in that bright lime green color out of the newest pack, and then my Sakura Micron, and then my Tombow Fudenosuke. And I realized this after when I was editing, but you can totally see my face in the reflection from my desk. So if you guys don't know, I actually have rearranged my desk, and I didn't do a video on it. I was going to, and I just got so caught up. It was a lot of work, and I was so excited to have the move. So I have my space, but I am in the living room, so sometimes it's harder to film. So I just have to work around that. But overall, it's much better because the desk I'm working on is much sturdier. There's no wobbling of my camera. It's just so much better. So here I am setting up my future log, and I decided to change things up from the last bullet journal because when have I not? So my future log this time, I'm actually going to use it for a future log. So all of my future dates are going to go in this little space right here, and then I'll probably just circle the date on that little calendar, or I might just highlight it. I don't really know yet. I felt like the days of the week were missing something, so I just drew a little box around them because it just kind of looked not quite right. So that's what I did there, and I did mess up on the spacing, so I only have until October. Technically, I was aiming for November, December, but you guys know the bullet journal only lasts me about 3 months anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So moving on to the next spread, this is going to be my video planner. So my last bullet journal, I actually did a spread like this, but I tried to use the future log and this spread together in conjunction for like future events and dates and stuff, and I didn't really use both of them. I know somebody had asked me what I used them for, and yeah, it didn't quite work out the way I'd planned or envisioned, so I did this for my videos. And I'm going to actually maybe explain my schedule further on, but I've changed my schedule, so it's actually easier to plan ahead. I am only filming 2 times a week now on my main channel. I cut out my Sunday plan with me, and I only have video every Tuesday and every Friday, still the same time at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And so it's a lot easier to schedule, and I really can plan out more in advance, and my new schedule and the way that I've been batching my videos and also creating workflows for every day of the week has really helped my productivity. I probably will end up doing a video on productivity too. So this page here is actually my video Kanban. Speaking of video productivity, and I have carried this through for the last probably 2 or 3 bullet journals now, and all it does is just pretty much organizes the flow of your video. It's kind of the same as a Trello board, if you've ever heard of it. You can kind of set up a Kanban on there as well if you want to go digital, and basically you just give yourself some like titles, and mine are on the left, and then I use little sticky notes that I pop on there, and I put the video on a little sticky note and then put it wherever the process starts. So the beginning section would be planning the video, then filming, then editing, and then all of the steps. And speaking of all of the steps, I'm also thinking of creating a video for you guys of all the work that actually goes into a YouTube video. And everyone's process is different. So for those of you who do film, who do edit and post videos online, whether that's Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, there is a lot of work that goes into it. But again, everybody does things a little bit differently. So this next spread is places I went. I think I've carried this kind of in every bullet journal. I've had a spread similar to this, and obviously we're not really going to many places, so I didn't really make this spread that big. But even if we go somewhere like, you know, the Tallis World of Science, or just somewhere in the city just to kind of get out of the house if we're able to, I just want to have a place that I can kind of write it down and have a memory of it, if you will. And so the next part of the same page actually is things borrowed and things lent. I always like to kind of keep track of what I've given out. I do have a lot of things that, you know, I lent to my mother or my sister, and I just want to know, you know, what I've taken from them so I can give it back after, because I don't want to forget and think it's mine and then, you know, they're out whatever they gave me. And also continuing from my first bullet journal, I kept the 21 in 2021. I've never had a spread like that, so I figured I'm gonna keep it going all year. And then this next couple of pages is my check it out spread. And I did do 2 pages because I've actually added podcasts to this spread. Usually I only do books and I do movies and TV shows. And I have tons of books that I want to read. I just haven't had the time to read any. And I find myself listening to videos more now, and probably listening to podcasts more than I read, only because I can really multitask while I'm listening to that kind of thing. And I guess, you know, then people might say, well, just get the Audible app. But I really prefer reading because I just like the feel of a book in my hand rather than listening to someone else read me something. That's just my kind of thing though. But another thing I probably should have put on here is all of my YouTube videos I'm interested in watching, but I've been watching so many different videos on so many different topics that I probably would have filled the page up so quickly. So moving along, this is going to be my watch list and my reading list. And the previous spread was things to check out, so some stuff that I haven't done yet. And this spread is strictly for the things I've already watched or already done. So more, I guess, a memory keeping or a tracking system, really. And I've got a few shows on the go that I'm looking to watch. We're just finishing up Vikings, which is exciting because I'm not sure if you guys have watched Vikings, but there's a lot of death and it's seriously depressing right now. So I just need to be done that show and move on to the next one. So this very last spread is my makeup and stationery that I want, and I just like to have a space for it. And this is the final flip through. So I just want to say thank you guys for checking out today's video, and again, thank you for your support. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are new here, I would love if you would consider subscribing. Everyone who subscribes, it really truly does mean the world to me. And I'm really trying to grow my channel and grow my brand. And I'm hoping that I get there this year, but I'm not sure if it's going to happen. We'll see. Always remember to click on that bell notification button, and that way you'll be notified every single time I upload a new video. And we'll talk to you guys in the next one.